This is the Unhip Almond 360, ready for action. Well, I'm about to go into level up games pretty soon to be playing. My normal, usually every Wednesday. Last Wednesday was my first Wednesday, I missed it, but every Wednesday night I play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition at level up games over there. So, and I'm a little bit early, and I stopped by SA to get some cash so I can pay cash here at this place. If you pay by credit card, you have to buy $5 worth of stuff. And I'm like, I don't think I can buy $5 worth of stuff. I'm just going to buy one pop or something. So I stopped by SA along the way, and I was going to get some cash so I can just pay in cash for my treats at level up games. And I usually, when I get cash at a place, especially a convenience store, I try to buy at least one item because, they at least had me come in, use the machine, the ATM machine, and then leave. And then I usually buy something and leave. And I was just looking around real quickly, and I noticed in the Hostess section that they have the Suzy-Qs back. Here's what I bought of the Suzy-Qs, right there. And I was really pumped when I first saw them. I was really pumped because ever since Hostess, went out of business, but then they got bought by some other company. I forgot who. Was it Tasty? Can't remember who bought them out. But let's see what it says back here. Hostess Brands. But it got bought out by another company, right? But I don't know if anybody else has noticed since they came back through the new company. The treats, they taste like, like the Twinkies. They taste like the Twinkies of old, but they're a little bit different. I've noticed like the Twinkies are not as spongy as they used to be, and it doesn't seem like the filling is as there isn't as much filling, and it's not as fluffy. So, but it just seems like the Twinkies, the cupcakes, and that, they all kind of taste like what they were before, but there's a little bit difference. And the one thing I noticed was they didn't bring out the Suzy-Qs right away. And I've been waiting for Suzy-Qs, and then at one point I just kind of gave up. And then I just happened to see them today at Super America about to get cash. And I'm like, well, I might as well buy them and see what they are. And I was like pumped at first. But, here's the Suzy-Qs. I'll bring it up to you. And the older Suzy-Qs, the one thing I noticed that I remember, the Suzy-Qs used to be darker, I think, in color. I think it was almost black. And then, like, the filling inside here, if you see that, the old Suzy-Qs, they were just bursting at the seams with filling. Here, they're not bursting at the seams. It's almost like they're skimping on the frosting, which I loved a lot. I love to open these up and, lick the frosting off the sides because they were oozing out. And another thing I noticed is, these are more, square, rectangle-ish shapes. The Suzy-Qs were kind of rounded at the ends, and I believe a little bit rounded on the sides too. So, yeah. So at first look, I'm I'm kind of hesitant because it doesn't look like the Suzy-Qs of old. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty open-minded, and I can give things a chance, right? So, here's Suzy-Qs. I will open them up here. So, let's see. I don't know if I can get a good shot here, but here I go. Opening up the Suzy-Qs. They almost look like cakes more than anything, like a cake. Alright, so all I care about is flavor and taste. So, if it all comes out at the end here, maybe it'll be good, but I just don't like the coloring. And the filling, there isn't as much filling, so I don't understand what they're doing here. This doesn't look like... If somebody showed me this, you know, before Hostess got, you know, sold out or went out of business, and then the brand got sold later. I mean, if you asked me this 10 years ago, showed me this, hey, have a Suzy-Q, I'd be looking at this going, this ain't no Suzy-Q. So, I'm going to take a bite. Here we go. Again, same reaction I had with everything else from the new Hostess. It tastes kind of like the Suzy-Q, but it kind of misses the mark, kind of like the Twinkies in that. And the cake just doesn't taste as good. I think the cake before tasted more like devil food-ish. Yeah, that's what it was. It was kind of like devil's food. This isn't devil's food. It's like chocolate cake or something. So, not impressed with the new Suzy-Qs. I wouldn't say they totally suck, but if you compare them to the original Suzy-Qs, they suck. So, in a pinch, I'd eat these. But you know what? I don't think I'll buy these again. They're not the original Suzy-Qs. Now, I mean, really close to it. The color is different, the texture is different, the shape's different, the frosting or the filling's different. It's not even light and fluffy. It's kind of, maybe a little bit, but it's not as good as the original. So, disappointment again. My long-awaited wait for the Suzy-Qs is over. I don't know when these came out. Maybe they've been out for a long time and I finally noticed, but I'm not impressed. Oh well, another disappointment in the day of life of Obama's world, right? Anyways, that's about it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.